All right, welcome back, Eagle fans, for the game 2 of our doubleheader tonight between the Emmaus Bible College Eagles and the Maranatha Baptist Sabercats. We're on the lovely campus in Dubuque, Iowa. A little cold outside, but we're happy to be warm inside. Joining me is my partner, you know him as the host of the Concerning Him podcast, Eric Rasmussen. Eric, welcome.
Thanks, Joe. Happy to be here. It's not just cold, it is icy out there. I had to shuffle my way across the street to get here this evening.
As we said earlier, we've had a string of Thursdays where it's been snow, and then this last Wednesday night into this morning, ice everywhere here in Dubuque. At least they cleared the roads. We were able to get here. Maranatha has about a 2.5-hour drive away. They were able to come, so we're happy for that. We didn't want another cancellation here on campus.
Looks like we're about to get the prayer national anthem and starting lineups.
So we'll turn it over to our public address announcer here at the Pollard Fieldhouse.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Pollard Fieldhouse on the campus of Emmaus Bible College for today's men's basketball contest between the Maranatha Sabercats and your Emmaus Eagles. As proud members of the National Christian College Athletic Association, Emmaus is committed to the true spirit of competition and upholding the 4 core values of the game plan for life: love, integrity, faith, and excellence. We ask that each participant, official, and spectator join us in exhibiting these Christ-like characteristics and then create a positive environment in which to enjoy tonight's competition. At this time, we ask you to stand and remove your hats for a word of prayer, followed by the playing of our national anthem. Heavenly Father, we thank you for today and the opportunity these teams have to compete and to use their skills in the game of basketball. We thank you for Jesus and his sacrifice on the cross. We pray for your blessing over the coaches and game officials, and we pray for the safety of all today's participants. We ask these things in the name of Jesus. Amen. Now, let's meet the teams. Starting with our visitors from Watertown, Wisconsin. A sophomore guard from Anaheim, California, number 0, Dylan Woodward. A freshman guard from Flint, Texas, number 2, Brandon Cox. A senior guard from Phoenixville, Pennsylvania, number 15, Josh Davis. A senior guard from Richmond Park, Illinois, number 21, Caleb Wolchu. A grad student forward from Ridgeland, Louisiana, number 24, Malachi Workster. The Sabercats are led by head coach Rob Fuller and assistant coach John Teasdale. And now, starting for your Minnesota, number 1, Mitchell Barr. A junior Hopkins of Kentucky, number 4, Quan Patterson. A sophomore guard from Hastings, Nebraska, number 13, Landon Jacobus. A freshman guard from Dallas, Texas, number 20, Justice McCollum. A junior forward from Richmond, Park, Illinois, number 23, Tyler Buckner. The Eagles are led by Phil Parker, Matthew Tomlinson, and Aaron West. Let's play on!
Well, welcome back to Pollard Fieldhouse. We're about to get set for tonight's second game between Emmaus and Maranatha. The teams are about to take the court as we look to get underway.
It's going to be a good game, this game. Two teams, it's a good matchup. I think Emmaus is probably the team coming into this matchup feeling that they have the edge and they're expecting to win this game. But we'll see how it gets started early on. Disappointing loss for the girls, but they've had a good last 3 games. Hopefully the guys can build off the girls' success and have a good game today.
Jump controlled by Emmaus. They set their offense.
Yeah, you want
Squeezed into Buckner.
good. You want to see the Eagles get Buckner involved early in this game. When he gets involved, things open up all around.
Maranatha with the basketball, working the ball around.
Great defense so far from Emmaus.
Down low turn, back iron, no good. Marr with the rebound. Justice McCohen drives lane, puts it up with the left hand, a little strong. Rebounded by Maranatha. Comes off the top, drives the lane, gets the roll. Woodward with his first 2 points.
Emmaus starting this game off with Mitchell bringing the ball up instead of Quan Patterson. Interesting choice by Coach Philip Parker.
Buckner got the ball down low. Call the tie-up, it'll go to Maranatha. The refs in the first game were jump ball crazy. Every loose ball was touched by somebody was a jump ball. We'll see if that continues. There's a different set of refs for this game.
Yeah, it seemed like Buckner was just not able to get a handle on that ball as it came in. I don't think he really ever had total possession of it. Real easy for the Maranatha defender to get their hand in there and cause an easy jump ball early on in this game.
Cutting down the lane, number 2. Braden Cox.
It's a nice layup by Braden. He took some contact from Quan Patterson and it went into the lane pretty nice. Quan comes down and returns it right back to him.
I know. He heard you call his name. He laid it up and in. We're tied at 4 early going here. Ten on the shot clock. Drives down, stops. Foul line extended. Jumper is no good. Hit the shot clock. Goes out of bounds. Eagle basketball.
Starring in this game is our brand new shot clocks that you'll notice above the basket. You can see the old ones are turned off. The ones on the wall, I think those are coming down eventually. But Daktronics, brand new shot clocks above the basket. They look great.
Patterson drives lane, leaves it up, and gets the roll. Quan Patterson with 4 quick points tonight.
It's 2 nice layups from Quan Patterson. I felt like in recent games he's really been forcing some contested layups that he hasn't needed to. But I'm glad to see that he's getting right into the lane today and not hesitant at all.
Patterson with the rebound up the court quick. Got it to Marr for a 3. McCowan drives, ball hit away from behind. Sabercats controls. They push back the other way.
It's a great offensive rebound with Tyrus Buckner there.
Corner 3. No good. That could have been a reach over, but not called. They lay it up and in. Josh Davis gets on the scoreboard for Maranatha.
You know, when a guy like Josh Davis is posting up a little guy like Landon Jacobus, you'd hope that he's able to make the nice little turnaround.
Mitchell Marr beats his man, drives and lays it up and in.
Nice little wrong-handed layup from Mitchell Marr. Left side of the basket, right-handed finger roll.
Marr got his hand in there, stopped the shot. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Maranatha with 15 on the shot clock.
Mitchell said to Tyrus, I'll go high, you go low. Either way, we got the block.
(8-6) Emmaus lead early going. First half. 16-footer is good. Tied 4 minutes into this game. Both teams with good shooting to start. Jacobus cuts, lays it up and in. Landis Jacobus.
Justice McCowan with the no-look pass there, too.
Stolen. Marr drives, lays it up and
in. Mitchell Marr starts off the game hot. That is a nice, strong layup.
Emmaus is 2-4, 6 of 7 shooting to start this game. And turnover.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Joe, but I believe other than one shot, those are all layups. Yeah, they're all made layups. We're 0 for 1 from 3, and every other shot we've made is a layup. We're able to get into the paint so far and be taking high-quality shots.
Buckner with the pick. Give and go. Patterson gets it back. Lays it up and good.
Too big, too strong. It's Tyrus Buckner. Quan Patterson put that ball up where only Tyrus could grab it. And Tyrus goes out for the easy two-handed finish.
Marr with the rebound, looks to push. Eagles up by 6 with the basketball. Marr drives down the lane, tries to go up with the thing. One-handed shot goes out of bounds. It'll stay this way.
When a right-handed player puts the ball in their left hand like that and they don't have their right hand to be able to guide it, that's tough. It's pretty weak in that hand, despite how much strong you might think your left hand is.
Ooh. Contact.
Landon Jacobus heads to the ground.
Dylan Woodward with his first foul. Jacobus takes so many of those. Ball inbounded to Buckner outside the arc. Marr looks to reset. Patterson comes off a screen. Drives, puts it up, draws the foul, and almost converts the three-point play. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Quan drove in such a way that really forced number 2, Braden Cox, to get into him, and he almost forced the foul there. And sometimes when you force the foul, you don't get a good look at the rim, but Quan was able to not only force the foul, but get a nice look at the rim. Emmaus is starting off hot.
Patterson makes the first. Quan shooting 63% from the line. Quan out of Hopkinsville, Kentucky, looks to get his second shot here. Just a reminder, Discover Emmaus Weekend, March 16th through the 18th here on campus. Nashville recording artist Jervis Campbell will be performing a concert. That's March 16th through the 18th. Patterson misses a second here on campus. More information, see your enrollment counselor for that exciting weekend. Eagles up by 7. 5 minutes in. Turnover by Maranatha. Tristan Greenhagen checking in for Emmaus. Quan Patterson with 5 points goes to take a quick break. They might be looking to save a little energy for Quan. He brings the ball all the time. Maybe that's what they're doing tonight with the having Marr. Marr at the foul line jumper is good. Mitchell Marr.
Well, and so far in this game, good things have been happening when Mitchell Marr has the ball in his hands. Whether he's making shots like that or he's getting the offense started, things seem to be going well when Mitchell Marr is bringing the ball up the court.
Eagles after a very hot start. 8 of 9 shooting. Elbow jumper is too strong. Loose ball. Maranatha comes down with it. Corner three, but can't quite tell what the ref called. Was it a foul or was it something?
I think it was a shot clock issue. Yep, he switched the shot clock from 18 to 6.
Shot clock didn't hit. I guess shot didn't hit the rim and it reset.
I guess so. I thought it hit the rim too.
We got to get that shot clock operator back to school on that one. 3 on the shot clock. Makes a long 3.
Shot clock operator is old. It's been a long time since he graduated, Joe. He might be struggling with his vision.
He usually counts on his fingers, but now that we got these new shot clocks, we're all happy.
For context,
Greenhagen with the 16-footer, no good. Jacobus with the rebound and putback, no good. Loose ball is controlled by Maranatha.
For context, my father, Kevin Rasmussen, runs the shot clock, so if you have any criticisms, I'm sure you can find his email online somewhere.
Back down low, turnaround, no good.
If I was Malachi Herbster on Maranatha, I'd be upset that there was no foul called there.
15-footer by Justice McCowan. I think all 5 players have scored for the Eagles tonight. Long 2 in and out, no good. Tap back out. Good position by Tyrus. Got him to alter the shot.
Yeah, Tyrus went in for the charge, and even though no charge was taken, it forced the Maranatha player driving to really alter his route to the basket. Fantastic finish by Justice McCowan.
Drove the lane, laid it up, and good. Eagles up by 10, just under 13 to go in the first half. Foul called on Emmaus. I think it's on
Eagles on number 3, Greenhagen.
Kristen Greenhagen with the first foul for Emmaus. Timeout. We'll keep it right here.
A full timeout for the Eagles.
As we said, Emmaus is shooting 10 of 13 for 77%. They are getting a lot of quality looks at the basket tonight, Eric.
And what's good for Emmaus is that not only are they shooting a high percentage, but they're playing good defense too. They forced a lot of bad layups, bad turnaround jumpers or hook shots in the lane. They forced some turnovers. So even if they cool off a little bit offensively and bring it back down to the median, they still should be in this game because of the good defense that they're playing early on.
And this is encouraged. The Eagles are always seem to get off to a slow start and play strong in the second half. So it's good to see this quick start here to this game.
You just hope they didn't decide to switch it up and do the reverse of them normal.
That's right. Just a reminder, first half brought to you by ShopRite Supermarkets. ShopRite and Always Save. This week, fresh caught wild Atlantic salmon, only $9.99 a pound. ShopRite and Always Save. You know, Eric, you always want that wild caught salmon, not the farm raised salmon. They just swim around in those pools.
I would not know the difference, Joe.
So wild, they're at least in the wild. The farm raised, they're like a pool.
I understand the difference that way. I would not know the difference in taste, I mean, yeah.
Health-wise, you're supposed to get the wild.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yes. Anyway, teams make their way back onto the court.
Number
Dylan
0.
Woodward will be shooting 2. He shoots 69% from the free throw line.
Be curious to hear where he's from. Woodward is a very popular Dubuque last name. Very popular Dubuque last name. Maranatha being just a couple hours up the road. I wonder if he's possibly from this area. Maybe Joe Abdi might have the answer for us. Makes a second.
We're doing a web search. It's taken a little while to come up.
If you hit the screen harder, Google might start to work faster, Joe.
Eagles with the basketball. Greenhagen in the lane. Buckner with the elbow jumper. Short, rebounded by McCowan. Corner for Tristan. turnover, though.
Tyrus saw Landon just a second too late. Tyrus would have caught that earlier. That's an easy layup for Landon Jacobus. Just a half second too late.
Long two on the way, no good. Marr with the rebound.
I was wrong. Looks like he's from Anaheim, California. Thanks for looking that up, Joe.
You're welcome.
That's
Actually, that's Joan in the production truck. We have our staffers look up those mundane things for us.
Yeah, all those extra staffers we have.
Jacobus in the lane jumper, no good. Maranatha controls. Maranatha down by 8 with the basketball, 12 on the shot clock. Drives, nice underhanded layup is good. Eagles up by 6 with the basketball, 11:20 to go, first half. McCohen drives, blocked out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, number 35, first name Good News, last name Akanofua. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that poorly. That was a fantastic block. It's a big man, and that's a man's type of block right there. He makes Tyrus Buckner look short.
Nice cut to the basket by Landon Jacobus. That cut was as sharp as a Cutco knife. Cutco knives come with a limited lifetime warranty. See your on-campus rep for a demonstration. Buckner with the rebound. Eagles set their offense up by 8. Nice give and go to Tyrus Buckner. Puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Maranatha. Number 35 got hit in the mouth on that when nothing was called. Baseline jumper is good by number 2, Braden Cox for Maranatha. Jacobus looks to reset. Buckner gets it at the foul line. Turns, puts up the jumper, partially blocked by number 35.
I don't know if Tyrus Buckner is used to having a guy this much taller than him guarding him. It looked like Tyrus wasn't really worried about the block in that jump shot. But Good News got to it pretty well.
Ooh. Blocking call called on Landis Jacobus. Now, I just want to assure Adams from Hastings, big fan. He watches all the games. Adam, that was a blocking call. I can assure you from my vantage point. Adam has been known to yell at the refs, "Hey, ref, if you had another eye, you'd be a Cyclops." But I just want to assure him that was a good call. So, Adam, don't worry. We got you covered here tonight. Big fan, Adam. Watches all the games. Maranatha with the basketball, 18 on the shot clock as they inbound. 3 on its way. No good. Tristan Greenhagen with the rebound. Quan Patterson back in. Eagles up by 6 with the basketball. Patterson comes off the screen. Buckner on the blocks, turns, puts it up. Yes, and it counts.
Too big, too strong. That's Tyrus Buckner.
Tyrus Buckner took the pass, spun to the basket, laid it up, and good. Drew the foul. He'll go to the line.
Say, number 44, Brant Kastner, is a big fella. And Tyrus Buckner said, "I do not care. I'm turning. I'm getting up. I don't care if you hit me. This ball's going in the hoop."
Buckner completes the three-point play. Buckner shoots 78% from the line. That's a great percentage.
It's a great big man. It's a great percentage. It makes you think he'd have a higher percentage jump shot than he does.
Blocked by Buckner. Out of bounds. It'll stay this side for Maranatha. Marr checks back in. Greenhagen goes back out.
This is Tyrus Buckner's court, and he's just allowing Maranatha to play on it.
Dylan Anderson is in the game too for Emmaus, number 10.
I tell you, if Tyrus continues to assert himself like this, Maranatha doesn't stand a chance, and teams at regionals should be scared.
10 on the shot clock. Fadeaway jumper, no good. Rebounded by Quan Patterson. Quan gets a lot of rebounds for a guard. Tried to bounce pass it in. Loose ball picked up by Emmaus. Anderson for 3. Almost gets a roll on a 3.
It's a great shot by Dylan Anderson. Unfortunate, didn't go in.
Give and go. Too strong. Patterson comes away with the ball. Looks to run. Corner. Marr thought about the 3. Drives. Buckner turns in the lane, puts it up, and good.
Too big, too strong. It's Tyrus Buckner.
Tyrus Buckner with 9 points here in the first half. Eagles up by 11. Jacobus fights through that screen. "15-footer elbow is no good. Jacobus with the rebound. Out to Patterson, looks to push. 3-on-1 Marr all alone, lays it up. Too strong.
It's a great pass by Quan Patterson. I think he had the whole gym thinking he was passing that ball to Dylan Anderson.
Cut in the lane, couldn't hold the pass, out of bounds. It'll be Eagle basketball.
Was a good pass by number 44, Brant Cashner. It's a shame his teammate couldn't hold on to the ball.
Only 3 turnovers for Emmaus so far tonight. Jacobus takes a seat now. Marr thinks about it, drives baseline. 10-footer is no good. Katz with the rebound. Nice drive down the lane, lays it up and good. Caleb Moultrie with a nice move. McCowan got caught, ball's turned over, passed up ahead. Again, another Dylan Anderson set for the charge. Didn't take it, but altered the shot. Good defensive play there. Ball comes down, out of bounds. It'll be Eagle basketball. Timeout. We'll stay right here. 28-19, 6:32 to go in the first.
An exciting game so far. Both teams playing pretty well. I would say Emmaus the score is accurately reflecting how the game has been played so far. On these fast breaks, it's interesting. Emmaus pushes the tempo, and guys like Quan Patterson and Mitchell Marr are just fantastic on the fast break. Justice McCowan too. But it does make you think, when we have a few of those in a row, we can tend to get out of the habit of getting the ball into Tyrus's hands at some point in the offensive possession. So what'll happen is a few fast breaks happen, we come up the court to run a half-court set, and then we're looking at taking jumpers, mid-range jumpers, things like that before we get the ball in Tyrus's hands. And Joe, so many things change when Tyrus touches the ball. Even if it's for a split second and it's back out, it collapses the whole defense, and it really opens up so many other things. So you'd like to see us, hey, how can we, after running fast break a few times, next time we bring it up in the half court, can that ball be in Tyrus's hands at some point in the offensive possession?
You're right, Eric. Good points. A lot of balanced scoring for Emmaus. 6 players have scored already for the Eagles, so good balanced scoring. Many games it falls to Buckner and one other person to carry the load. Good to see it spread out between 6 players already on the scoreboard. Teams make their way back on the court. Remember, see Jake from State Farm for new insurance quote. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You wouldn't think we get that much ad revenue on a small live stream like this, but we do. It's amazing, Eric. Buckner with the 18-footer, no good. Off the inbounds pass. Maranatha with the ball, down by 9.
When you see a shrug from Coach Parker on the sidelines, it makes you wonder if that was the after timeout play that was drawn up there.
I would vote no on that one.
I would think no as well. Tyrus is a great player, but they're not looking to get him 18-footers often.
Malachi Herbster with the strong move to the basket. Patterson comes off the screen, back out. Dylan Anderson, 3 gets blocked. Foul's called.
I don't think it's a shooting foul. I think the contact was made after he hit the ground.
No, it will be 3 shots.
Oh, he is getting 3. Okay. Let's see, watching the replay. Nope, contact was made while Dylan was still in the air. It was after he released, while he was still in the air.
Dylan hasn't been to the free throw line much this year. Let's see how he does. He makes the first. The senior from Memphis, Tennessee, will take the second. Seth Kutula checks in for Tyrus Buckner. Looking to get Tyrus a little few-minute break here until we get to the under 4 TV timeout. Second is good for Anderson.
Hopefully Anderson at the line gets him a few reps in game, just able to watch that ball go in. And next time he's able to tee it up from 3, he's able to drain a few more of those.
Dylan Anderson makes all 3 of the free throws, puts the lead back up to 10 with 5:50 to go in the first half. Jumper in the lane is short. Marr brings the rebound and pushes the ball off the court.
That was a man's rebound from Mitchell Marr.
Marr drives down the side of the key, back out to Justice. One-handed shot, no good. Rebound controlled by Maranatha. Nice move by number 2, Braden Cox.
That's a difficult layup. That's a great layup there by Braden Cox.
Marr comes down the lane. Reverse layup is good by Mitchell Marr.
Mitchell Marr, anything you can do, I can do better. Beautiful layup, Mitchell Marr.
8 points for Marr. Eagles back up by 10. Just under 5 to go in the first. Malachi down low, hook shot no good, gets his own rebound, puts it back up, is good. Malachi Herbster with 4 points on the game. Long 3 for Marr is good.
Mitchell is feeling it. You know, at conferences last week, he had the man bun. But he's not wearing it tonight. I'd love to be able to call him the man bun monster.
Like a push on 42, it'll be Eagle basketball. Marr shooting 37% from 3. Best percentage 3-point shooter the Eagles have.
Like a Baptist preacher, I like my alliteration. Mitchell Marr, the man bun monster.
On the court for Mace right now, Jacobus back in. Patterson, number 4, 23, Tyrus Buckner, 15, Seth Kutula, and number 20, Justice McCohen. Foul line jumper spins in for Tyrus Buckner. He and Marr both have 11. Pushes the lead to 13. You rarely see Seth Kutula and Malachi Buckner on the court at the same time.
Yeah, Joe, I was just thinking the same thing. It changes the way that we play offense, but it does give us a nice look on offense that's different from what Maranatha is going to be used to guarding.
Moultrie scores for Maranatha. 3:20 to go in the half. Pass down the lane, dishes out. Buckner, elbow jumper, a little strong. Rebounded by Maranatha.
It's a lot of jump shots so far today from Tyrus Buckner. I think he's shooting a really high percentage on everything in the paint, but not sure about the jumpers he's been taking so far.
Patterson stepped into the passing lane. Pass it up to Justice McCohen, but there's a defender right there causing him to take steps. Your daughter's eating a hot dog up there, Eric. I don't know.
Oh, wow. She looks to be really enjoying it, too. Like father, like daughter, I guess.
Now, just to let the viewers know, Eric's daughter's only about 15 months or 16 months, so to be eating a hot dog right now, I guess that's what happens when mom's not here.
I guess so. I think Bob's at home getting some peace and quiet while Aunt Kathleen's taking care of Mariah.
Maranatha down by 11 with the basketball. 2.5 minutes to go in the half. 4 in the shot clock. 3 on the way. Good, just before the shot clock expired. I think that's the second time they've done that tonight.
Braden Cox not only can hit difficult layups, but he can hit difficult three-pointers. That was not an easy three to make with Quan right in his face, and yet Braden Cox says, no problem, I'll drain this.
Blocked out of bounds. It'll stay this way. 12 on the shot clock. 2:03 to go in the half.
Lena Jacobus is a fantastic backdoor cutter, but he often doesn't know what to do when he gets the ball in those backdoors. He looks to force the layup maybe a little too often when he could be looking to pass out for a three-pointer.
10 on the shot clock. Patterson with it. Baseline to Buckner. Backs his man in, turns, puts up the right-hander. Is good.
That is just a beautiful, nice little floating hook shot that Tyrus Buckner has.
That was a good idea what to do with the ball in 10 seconds on the shot clock there. Almost took steps. Malachi drives, no good. Seth with the rebound. Patterson looks to push.
Right there you see the benefit of having both Seth Kurtula and Tyrus Buckner in at the same time. Tyrus is able to play the hard defense while Seth is able to box out the big and grab the rebound, all happening at the same time.
23 in the shot clock, 1:34 in the game clock. Eagle basketball underneath their own basket. Back out to Buckner beyond the three-point arc. Justice drives, stops. 16-footer in and out, no good.
That's normally Justice McCowan's range. That's his spot right there. That little dribble pull-up free throw line or so range jump shot is just a spot-on jumper for Justice.
Foul on Justice McCowan. Only the third foul on Emmaus. No one with any foul trouble for the Eagles. Well, Tristan Greenhagen has 2. Maranatha inbounds. Nice give and go. Broken up by Buckner. Just over a minute to go. Eagles up by 10 with the basketball.
Ty did a great job of just getting his hands into the passing lane there.
Justice drives. Gives it back. Buckner up and no good. In and out. Buckner will go to the line to shoot 2. Strong move to the hoop by Tyrus. Got the pass. Put the ball down. Drew the foul. Buckner makes the first.
When you watch what Quan Patterson does coming off the screen, off of Tyrus' screen, this is what Justice McCowan does coming off Tyrus' screen in the pick and roll. it's not the same thing, but they both have a unique way of drawing in the defenders and trying to get Buckner open there. Justice kind of drives to the hole and kicks it out and gives Tyrus Buckner a clear lane into the basket.
Buckner makes both. Eagles up by 12, 52.4 to go in a half. Maranatha had gotten it down to 8. Good to see the Eagles push it back up to 12. Tough jumper in the lane. Josh Davis with 9 points so far this
Great
night.
move by Josh Davis.
Buckner gets it, foul line extended. Jacobus almost walked. Marr picks up the loose ball. Landon Jacobus with the foul. That's his first. I'm going to watch the replay to see what happened on that one. Landon sort of lost control with it. I'm not sure what he did.
I think they were claiming that he pushed number 2, Braden Cox, right after he passed the ball. It's kind of a push or a moving screen, something like that.
18 on the clock. Maranatha looking to get the last shot. Jacobus reaches in, can't get it. 10 seconds to go in a half. Maranatha with the ball, down by 10. Drives, lays it up, and good, and a foul.
What a layup. What a layup.
Foul on the Eagles on number 15 for two-way.
Number 15.
Josh Davis.
Davis goes line, looking to complete the three-point play with 3.8. Just as I was saying, Eagles were up by 12. In and out, no good. Loose ball rebound. Gets it off. No good. 4-0 run by Maranatha to close the half.
It's been a good first half for the Emmaus Eagles. That being said, walking in the locker room right now, I think Maranatha probably feels pretty good about themselves, especially how the last couple minutes have gone. Both teams are probably going in the locker room thinking, we should win this game.
We'll take a break now. We'll have a couple words from our sponsors. We'll be back about a minute or two to go before the start of the second half in 15 minutes. Thanks for watching.
So why should you consider the experience at Emmaus as opposed to somewhere else? I think it's very important to know who you are. I went to Emmaus to find out what God's Word said so that I could then, with a sure footing, push forward into the vocational part of my life.
So when I was first looking for schools, I knew that I wanted a really solid counseling program, but I also wanted a biblical core, and I found that here at Emmaus. In my Bible classes, I'm not just learning biblical facts, but I'm also learning how the Bible applies to my life and how I can live it out in my Christian walk. But then in my counseling classes, I'm learning theories and I'm learning scientific information and how the brain works, but I'm also learning how to integrate my faith into that.
So I've had the awesome experience to be part of Student Missionary Fellowship over the past 2 years. And what their purpose is, and part of the opportunity of service that it provides for students, is really getting involved with missionaries who come from around the globe. This gives us an opportunity as students to be aware of what the Lord is doing in places like Burundi, Africa. It's an awesome opportunity not only for the missionaries to come to us, but for us to learn about them and be inspired by the work that the Lord is doing around the globe.
My Emmaus experience has been really transformational, learning how to serve and how to love and seeing the example in that from your professors and seeing how genuinely they care about you and then getting to apply that to your life and the knowledge you get in classes from how Jesus loved people too, and it's teaching me how to be intentional in people's lives, and I really am looking forward to taking that into the future too, in the workplace, at the church, just in the community, and I just see how it's preparing me long term and it's not just for right here.
The soccer team, it's honestly been so fun, not just in the aspect of playing soccer, but the aspect of being able to fellowship with the team. Just seeing that team dynamic of love one another, serve one another, your team goes first and then soccer. That is an amazing thing that I've honestly never seen before. That's what the gospel does to people, is that at the end of the day, it's not about soccer, it's about fellowship.
I had a group of 4 guys who got together every Thursday night and just poured over whatever we had read that week. Fiction, nonfiction, things in God's Word, things in books that we'd read, and we would just discuss, and we loved to write too. So we'd get together and we'd share whatever we'd written that week. Those relationships, we still keep in touch daily, share our thoughts daily, and it's the most lasting, lifelong commitments I've ever had.
Putting all those together and just seeing how, my life has changed so far while I've been here, and I'm excited to see how else it continues to change.
So why should you consider the experience at Emmaus as opposed to somewhere else? I think it's very important to know who you are. I went to Emmaus to find out what God's Word said so that I could then, with a sure footing, push forward into the vocational part of my life.
So when I was first looking for schools, I knew that I wanted a really solid counseling program, but I also wanted a biblical core, and I found that here at Emmaus. In my Bible classes, I'm not just learning biblical facts, but I'm also learning how the Bible applies to my life and how I can live it out in my Christian walk. But then in my counseling classes, I'm learning theories and I'm learning scientific information and how the brain works, but I'm also learning how to integrate my faith into that.
So I've had the awesome experience to be part of student missionary fellowship over the past 2 years. And what their purpose is, and part of the opportunity of service that it provides for students, is really getting involved with missionaries who come from around the globe. This gives us an opportunity as students to be aware of what the Lord is doing in places like Burundi, Africa. It's an awesome opportunity not only for the missionaries to come to us, but for us to learn about them and be inspired by the work that the Lord is doing around the globe.
My Emmaus experience has been really transformational, learning how to serve and how to love, and seeing the example in that from your professors and seeing how genuinely they care about you, and then getting to apply that to your life, and the knowledge you get in classes from how Jesus loved people too, and it's teaching me how to be intentional in people's lives, and I really am looking forward to taking that into the future too, in the workplace, at the church, just in the community, and I just see how it's preparing me long term, and it's not just for right here.
The soccer team, it's honestly been so fun, not just in the aspect of playing soccer, but the aspect of being able to fellowship with the team. Just seeing that team dynamic of love one another, serve one another, your team goes first and then soccer. That is an amazing thing that I've honestly never seen before. That's what the gospel does to people, is that at the end of the day, it's not about soccer, it's about fellowship.
I had a group of 4 guys who got together every Thursday night and just poured over whatever we had read that week. Fiction, nonfiction, things in God's Word, things in books that we'd read, and we would just discuss, and we loved to write too. So we'd get together and we'd share whatever we'd written that week. Those relationships, we still keep in touch daily, share our thoughts daily, and it's the most lasting, lifelong commitments I've ever had.
Putting all those together and just seeing how, my life has changed so far while I've been here, and I'm excited to see how else it continues to change.
right, welcome back to the Pollard Fieldhouse. We're about a minute away from the start of the second half here between Emmaus and Maranatha. Just some halftime stats. The Eagles are up by 8. They're shooting 53% from the field. Only 1 of 3 from 3, 7 and 8 for the line. Maranatha 15 to 36 for 42%, 2 of 5 from 3 and 2 of 3 from the line. Eric, your thoughts as we get ready for this second half?
You know, I think similar to the first half, it's, again, the key to this game is, can Tyrus Buckner get the ball in his hands? He doesn't need to shoot it every time. He doesn't need to get the assist every time, but can he get it into his hands? And if he can, good things are going to happen for this Emmaus team. On the flip side, I'd be curious to see if number 35, Good News, gets back in the game. I don't know what his impact is offensively. I didn't see much. That being said, you could see Tyrus Buckner was scared of him. So if his job was just to come on the court, just to shut down Tyrus, it seems like it would be worth it for Maranatha. So curious to see how much playing time he's able to get this second half.
Eagles start the half with the basketball and an 8-point lead. 6 players have scored for the Eagles tonight. Buckner, foul line extended. McCohen drives. Tries to pass it off, is intercepted by Maranatha. Down low, Mar guards, cross-court pass, 3 on its way. Too strong, rebounded by Patterson. Another good defensive rebound by Patterson.
Can you imagine what it'd be like to load up for a 3-point shot and all of a sudden see Tyrus Buckner sprinting right at you?
Mar called with the push-off, offensive foul. He extended the arm as he drove to get space for that jumper. First foul for Mar tonight.
These refs seem to be pretty sensitive to that type of offensive push-off, whether or not you have the ball in your hand. Looks like they're looking for that and ready to call that.
Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay this way with Maranatha, 8 on the shot clock.
Tyrus trying to send them back to Wisconsin with that block.
Ball inbounded to Malachi. Baxmar down, turnaround jumper in the lane is a little strong. Buckner with the rebound.
It's very smooth turnaround jumper by 24 Malachi Herbster.
Buckner at the foul line with it, gives it to Jacobus, drives down the lane, puts it up. A little strong. Fight for the ball. What a surprise to see Landon on the floor on that play. First and 10, Maranatha. Both teams have yet to score as we're 2 minutes into the half. Kickball, backdoor cut.
Landon's best friend, Josh, plays for us in the soccer team. I wonder if Landon's been hanging out with Josh quite a bit in that kickball. He made some solid contact.
Shot clock is reset to 20 on a kickball. Drives down the lane, met by a host of players. 7 on the shot clock. Buckner cuts him off. Opens up. Yes, and it counts. Dylan Woodward took the pass. Got the shot off with 1 second left on the shot clock and drew the foul. He'll go to the line for a 3-point try.
Wonderful finish. If you watching that, you see that Landon almost gets in Tyrus's way. You may think that Tyrus Buckner might have been able to get that block on if Landon wasn't in the way and fouling his player.
In and out, no good. 12-point lead has been cut in half. It was 42 to 30 at one point. 6-0 run between the two halves for Maranatha. Mar drives, puts up the floater, no good. Not the best shot selection on that one. Defense got back, put their hand in the pass lane, caused a travel.
Looks like a timeout taken for the Emmaus Eagles.
Coach Parker wants to get his team settled here. They haven't scored 2.5 minutes into this half.
Well, and if you notice, again, offensively, Tyrus has hardly touched the ball, and Emmaus struggles to get good shots off. Mitchell took a decent layup attempt that last offensive possession. Still not a great look. It's an okay look. It's an okay look, especially if there's, 3, 4, 5 seconds left in the shot clock. But I wouldn't call that a great look. When Tyrus doesn't touch the ball, we struggle to really find good looks for everybody else in the court.
Next month on the Emmaus Sports Network, we're excited to bring you a tradition unlike any other, the Masters, exclusive early round coverage on the Emmaus Sports Network.
You got to do planning rounds with Joe Buck recently? He covers the Masters, doesn't he?
That's Jim Nance.
Oh, is it Jim Nance who covers the Masters? Joe does some golf.
Moving pick called out of that timeout.
Again, they're sensitive. These refs are sensitive to those push-offs, those moving picks, things like that. They're really watching for it.
Maranatha with the ball down by 6. Kick out for a corner 3. No good. Rebounded by Patterson. Patterson drives, puts it up. Knocked to the floor. He'll shoot 2. Teammates help him up. He looks okay.
And again, it's a good drive. Quan's getting to the line. He gets a breather here. Gets to take a couple free throws. But again, it's another offensive trip where Tyrus doesn't touch the ball. And we're just slowly developing that habit these last few minutes.
Quan Patterson from Hopkinsville, Kentucky makes the first. Yeah, that was a play where Quan was just trying to make something happen.
It seems like it. I think you're right. Yeah.
Not the best. He got a good result, but
yeah,
maybe not the best plan of attack.
But players like Quan do have a good job of having this sense of when they attack the lane, kind of knowing whether or not they're likely to get a foul. And Quan seems to know, if I go in this situation, even though I probably can't get a good look at the rim, I'm going to get fouled, which is good for my team.
Malachi Herbster with a good move back. Mitchell Marr down. Turned and got the basket.
Tyrus doing everything he could to get over Mitchell there to get the block.
Quan Patterson works the ball. Down the lane. Layup is blocked. Quick outlet pass. Ball stolen, though, by Justice.
Steal is credited to Justice, but Landon Jacobus really did all the work on that steal. Too big, too strong. Tyrus Buckner.
Justice McCowan found Tyrus all alone underneath for the easy layup. Down low, cut off by Buckner. Baseline jumper, no good. Ball tipped. I think he called the timeout. 30-second timeout.
Right before the jump ball there.
That was Malachi Herbster. Grabbed the ball, fell to the ground, but called a timeout. They'll keep the ball with 20 seconds on the shot clock.
Great awareness.
Just a reminder, the road to Joplin goes to Emmaus Bible College next week. Wednesday, March 1st through March 4th, the regional tournament for both the men's and women will be here on campus. The men play 6:45 on Wednesday the 1st. We'll have every game here live streamed on the Emmaus Sports Network.
This is better than the NCAA March Madness. If you just want to watch basketball all day long, turn on the Emmaus live stream and you can watch NCCAA Division II college basketball. all day long next week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Tune in. If you can be here in person, be here in person. Watch some great basketball. Otherwise, we'll see you on the live stream.
Remember, watch the Eagle Sports Network anytime on your Eagle Sports Network app or channel 684 on Dish Network.
Eagle Sports Network. It's like ESPN without the P.
That's little housekeeping here in the lane. Maranatha basketball, 15 seconds on the shot clock, 16 minutes to go in the game. Drives baseline. Able to corral the pass forward and a shot clock way by half court. Long three. Just grazes the rim. Loose ball batted around, comes back into the hands of Maranatha. I think 3 Eagles touched that.
It's about 45 seconds of chaos there.
Down low to Malachi Herbster, who lays it up and in. The Eagles up by 6 with the ball. Buckner with it at the foul line. Gets it out to Jacobus, who drives. Gets pushed.
If you have a moment, you rewind on your YouTube live stream there, and you see just Tyrus holding the ball at the free throw line there, how much the Maranatha defense collapsed so that when that pass goes out to Landon Jacobus, it's just a nice, easy drive because everybody is focused and thinking on Tyrus the whole time.
Ball deflected, it'll stay this way. Ball deflected, but controlled by Emmaus. Patterson drives. Kick ball. Shot clock goes down to 8. I believe it gets reset to 20. Yes, it does. So Eagles get a break there. Still looking for their first basket. They've got 2 free throws only for the first 5 minutes. Oh, no, they do have a basket by Buckner. Foul line jumper is short, rebounded by Maranatha. Moving pick called, blocking.
Now is the time for Emmaus to regroup, come together and say, we need a bucket in this possession. We need to get our feet back underneath us. We're a better team, and we need to show it.
Both teams struggling to score this half. Eagles reset the offense, screened by Buckner. McCohen over to Buckner. 10 on the shot clock. Foul line jumper, short, rebounded by Jacobus. They reset. Buckner down low. He is tackled in the lane. Jump ball! Oh my goodness. That is just a horrible call. I mean, they almost lassoed Buckner. I'm going to watch the replay. The ball goes into Buckner. The player hugs him.
Coach Philip Parker looks perplexed.
And they call a jump ball.
We've got replay if they want to come over here and watch it.
Anyways, Maranatha ball. Fans chant defense. Give and go. Lead is cut to 4. This is the closest the game has been in quite some time. Eagles need to steady themselves on the offensive end. Patterson travels.
Emmaus is not happy with the officiating. Quan's holding his nose, thinking he got hit there. moments like these is what makes or breaks athletic competitions like this. How do you respond when it feels like everything is going against you?
Quan Patterson did get hit in the face. I just watched the replay on that one. Fans want a defensive stop. Drives baseline. Good defense by Buckner. Back out with 7 on the shot clock. Down low. Too far underneath. Stepped on the line. Great defense by Tyrus Buckner this trip.
You know, even though that it is a turnover there by Malachi Herbster, super impressed with Malachi this second half. Super impressed. On the defensive end, he is doing a great job denying the entry pass. Emmaus is struggling to get Tyrus the ball down on the block. Tyrus is really only catching it up top because he's doing such a good job denying when Tyrus is posting up. On the offensive end, Malachi is doing a great job finding the rim.
Patterson got the pass, drove the lane, couldn't finish on the layup. Blocking foul. Jacobus was too far underneath. He's way under the arc there and drew the contact. They're going to call block on that every time.
Tristan Greenhagen and Mitchell Marr looks like they're both about to check in.
I looked at the replay. It was closer than I thought. He wasn't under the basket. It was very close to whether he was on the arc or not. But anyway, that's third foul on Jacobus. 2 shots coming for number 21, Caleb Moultrie. Caleb shoots 77% from the line, makes the first. Looking to cut it to a 2-point deficit.
Joe, I hear crying in the distance. I wonder if it's my daughter.
I'm looking, I don't see.
Quick, find another hot dog.
I heard she ate most of it, I was told.
Oh, really?
Yes.
It's impressive for a 15-month-old.
Doesn't get both. Rebound grabbed by Buckner. Eagles up by 3 with the basketball. 12:30 to go in the half. Eagles have only scored 4 points this half. Trying to get something going on the offensive end. Marr controls, 10 on the shot clock, drives the lane, reverses block. McCohen drives, gets it, lays it up. No good. Buckner with the rebound, puts it back up, he's fouled.
Tyrus Buckner said, enough of this. I'm going into the player. He's going to foul me, and we're going to get a couple points in this possession.
Number 15, Davis.
Buckner go to the line to shoot 2. Makes first. Remember, Eagle fans, you want to wear the same sweats, carry the same gear that the team does. Visit shop.emmaus.edu. Shop.emmaus.edu for all your branded Eagle gear. Now, that one is a real commercial.
It really is, yes. You too can just look just like Matthew Tomlinson. I'd recommend a razor to the top of your head along with visiting that URL.
Refs are discussing something here. I'm not exactly sure. The scoreboard clock is not registering the correct fouls for players. They can't get that part to operate, so we'll keep you informed who has what with fouls. So the foul was on number 15, Josh Davis. In and out, no good. Eagles with a 4-point lead, 12:15 to go. Way to get into the passing lane. Foul's called on
Pretty sure it's
13,
Jacobus, yeah.
Landon Jacobus. That's his 4th.
It is. Looks like Dylan Anderson's about to check in for it.
You can't fault Landon for the hustle, but that he deflected the ball. They already created a chaotic offensive set. No need to go try to.
You love the hustle, but you do need to know when you've got to back off.
Ten on the shot clock. Down to 5. Drives. Back out. Floater in the lane. At the buzzer.
It's a beautiful little runner.
All of a sudden, the Eagles only up by 2 after leading by 12. 15-5 run. Lost. Ball's lost. Another turnover. Gets it down low. Backs in. Back out. Drives baseline. 10 on the shot clock. Cutting to the basket. Down to 5. Drives the lane. No good.
Tyrus did a lot that defensive possession off the ball to really secure the defensive possession for the Emmaus Eagles.
Just as McCohen loses the ball out of bounds, it'll be Maranatha basketball.
Looks like a full timeout for Maranatha.
Full timeout for the SaberCats.
Emmaus just does not seem to play well when we're running in the fast break consistently. Doing it every once in a while, we can convert at a pretty high rate. But when we're running every single time down the court, we seem to be playing a little ahead of what our natural tempo has been. Love to see in these last 10 minutes, 54 seconds of this game, Coach Parker encourages his team to slow the tempo down a little bit, play some hard defense on the defensive side of the court, and when we win that ball, let's not force the issue, but let's run our offense, let's find Tyrus, let's find our shooters, and let's get into it from there. Good things will happen if they're able to do that.
And good points, Eric. When they started the game, they shot 8 of 9 open this game.
And those were, except for one of those shots, those are all layups.
They were almost all uncontested layups. They need to get back into that offensive flow that built that lead in the first half. They've only scored 5 points this half. Maranatha's on a 15-5 run since the Eagles had that 42-30 lead at the end of the first half. They're almost halfway through here with 10:54 to go.
If Emmaus can take heart in anything, it's that during this stretch, this 9-minute stretch at the beginning of the second half where they haven't played well, Maranatha has not necessarily taken full advantage of this moment. So if Emmaus can flip the switch back on here, play a hard 11 minutes, Maranatha shouldn't stand a chance. That being said, if Emmaus continues to play like this and Maranatha starts to capitalize, this game could quickly turn in the SaberCats' favor.
SaberCat basketball. Drives, stopped by Buckner. Gets a hand in the lane, disrupts it. Almost a travel, no good. Buckner controls the loose ball.
Emmaus brings the ball up the court slowly. Let's see what they have for the SaberCats defense this time.
Into Buckner. Greenhagen comes around the foul line, no good. Back down a little to Buckner. Back up. Foul called. Now they hit Tyrus twice. When he got the ball, they hit him. He goes down the lane. They call that second foul.
Foul on the SaberCats on number 24, Herbster.
Herbster with his third foul, I believe, of the game.
Oh, looks like his fourth foul, Joe.
Buckner makes the first.
If Herbster is forced to come out of this game, 4 fouls, 10 minutes left to go, he's in foul trouble. If he has to come out of this game, this could really impact Maranatha negatively.
And he does go take a seat right now.
He does. If you see that last possession, the way Tyrus is able to get the ball down low is he had to come up high and get it, run some actions off of that before you get it down low. Emmaus cannot get the entry pass around Herbster.
Buckner makes both.
Number 35, though, good news, Akinofua, man, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, is back in. Tyrus struggled against him in the first half.
Number 2 down low, put up a shot, got the rebound. Number 2 Braden Cox only, I don't know, he doesn't look like he's much more than 5'6" down there. Taking it to the hoop, grabbing rebounds.
Braden's been an impressive player to watch today. He's had some nice layups. He had that nice three with Quan in his face earlier in the first half. He's a tough player. Despite being undersized, he is a tough player. He's fun to watch.
5'7", don't want to get it wrong. I just looked it up. 5'7", but
he's watching this game. He probably wouldn't be happy with you calling him 5'6".
But a tough player. Ball inbounded. Give and go. Buckner gets his hand in the way. That ball goes out of bounds. Good defensive set there. Buckner disrupted that give and go pass. Right. I'm reminded by the fans behind me, when he fell down, that was a travel technically. When you're sliding on the floor with the ball, that is a travel.
It's Maranatha coach. Very intense.
Eagles up by 4 with the basketball into Buckner. McCowan comes off the screen, lays it up, is out of bounds, looked for the foul, and he does get the foul.
That's a second foul in a row that Maranatha has been charged with, that the refs have called really late foul calls recently. It reminds me of the NBA, where it seems like typically they're waiting to see if the shot goes in. If it doesn't, it's a foul call. If it does, they just let it be. But a couple really late foul calls. Happy, though, I'm sure Emmaus is happy that those whistles are finally working again for the refs.
Just as short with the first, he'll take the second. Coach Parker having a long conversation with the referee on the other side of the court.
Coach Parker seems like one of those guys that it probably hurts more when you know he's disappointed in you than it would if he was yelling at you. Feel bad for that ref.
Makes 1 of 2. Emmaus is 12 of 15 from the line.
He's not mad. He's disappointed.
Give and go and slammed home. My good news. Eagles lead cut to 3. 9 minutes to go in the game. Buckner faces the basket, gets his guy in the air, lays it up, and yes! And it counts. The Maranatha coach is upset.
Maranatha coach is literally on his knees pleading with the refs that is not a continuation.
I'm going to watch the replay. He got it, drove. That was a little bit of continuation. He grabbed them on the way by, and Tyrus completed the play, which you do. Let the ref make the call.
If he has already picked up his dribble and started taking his strides for the layup when he gets hit, it is almost always a continuation foul.
That was Buckner's 20th point. He gets the and one. Free throw is no good. 52-47. Eagles up by 5. 8:50 to go in the game. Drive down the lane. McCowan reached in. Call a foul. They'll get 2.
Lisa Maranatha coach should be happy. That is pretty much the exact same call that he's making. The foul happened at the same point in the layup process. We'll see if they call this one-on-one. I don't think so. I think it's 2 shots. Yep, it's 2 shots, so pretty much the exact same call.
Caleb Moultrie, 1 of 2 from the line, makes the shoots 77% from the line. 8:44 to go. Both teams in the bonus will be shooting free throws the rest of the way. He converts both. Eagles up by 3 with the basketball. Buckner foul line extended. Give and go to Marr. Loose ball, but controlled by Emmaus. McCowan drives. Buckner down low. Guess they didn't call reach in on that, but ball slapped away. Maranatha gets it. Floater in the lane is no good. Marr with the rebound for the Eagles.
Malachi Herbster, sitting at the end of the bench, waiting until he can go back in. Remember, he's just on one more foul.
Much needed three by Mitchell Marr.
In his eye. Beautiful shot by Mitchell Marr.
Pushes the lead back up to 6, 7:45 to go in the game. Large crowd here to Emmaus Chance defense. Gets the hand in, loose ball on the floor. If jump ball is called, possession arrow belongs to Emmaus.
For a second there, it looked like they were playing a game of Twister.
I think on the floor, I can't see who that is. He gets up 15.
Possibly
Josh Davis.
The pile in a football game after a fumble. Looks like a Emmaus ball after the jump ball.
Little work on the floor. It'll be Eagle basketball. Justice with the ball out front. Looks to drive corner for Patterson. Down low to Buckner. He's surrounded. And again, it's got to be a reach-in foul. Jump on it now. They are all over his arm on that.
It's interesting. They looked like they were double-teaming Tyrus Buckner on that offensive possession for the Emmaus Eagles.
Just watching the replay, they get it.
Philip Parker speaking with the ref. So you remember, folks, Philip Parker, he's not mad. He's disappointed.
You just can't grab the guy's arm and get a jump ball on it. Travel. We call that the ball nose, Eric. That's what we call it.
Ball don't lie.
The ball don't lie. That's right. .708 to go. Eagles up 55-49. Dylan Anderson in.
Looks like Malachi Herbster back in the game. Sitting on 4 fouls, 7 minutes left to go.
Justice drives. Tries to get it a knock. 11 on the shot clock. Dylan Anderson for 3 is short. Foul call on Tyrus Buckner.
I don't know about you, Joe. I'm curious to watch a replay on this one.
We watch replays because the live stream is about 30 seconds behind real time, so we see it here that we can see what happens afterwards. They just got tangled and fell down.
Sure. Could have gone either way there.
But number 15, Josh Davis will go to the line. He shoots 67%. He'll get a 1-and-1. Makes the first, he'll get the second. Josh Davis now the leading scorer with 12 points for Maranatha. 22 for Buckner, 14 for Marr, 7 for Patterson, 5 for McCohen. He makes both. I think a Maranatha fan was sitting in the front row giving the ref a little bit too much.
Actually, I believe it was an Emmaus fan.
Emmaus fan, okay.
He had a few choice words for the ref after the last few calls.
Intensity certainly picking up right now. Patterson with the ball, full court pressure on him. He drives, goes up to the basket, draws the foul. Foul's on number 2. Braden Cox.
Foul on the SaberCats on number 2, Cox.
That's his third foul. Patterson will shoot 2. Quan 3 for 4 from the free throw line tonight. Makes the first. Remember, Key City Vision, located in downtown Dubuque on the corner of Main and 11th. Key City Vision for all your eyewear needs. Substitutions made as Patterson gets ready to take his second. Patterson makes both. Emmaus with a 6-point lead, 57-51. 6.5 minutes to go in the game. Drives baseline, they cut him off. Gets a loose ball. McCowan was able to knock the ball loose for the turnover and the steal. Anderson with the 3 on the way. Is good, Dylan Anderson.
Good things are happening when Dylan Anderson's hitting his threes.
Pushes the lead to 9. Biggest lead of the half for the Eagles. Malachi gets loose for Deuce there. The Eagles with the ball in a 7-point lead. Marr thinks about it, drives, foul line jumper is in and out, no good. Maranatha with the rebound. Drives all the way coast to coast, lays it up and good by number 21.
It's a fantastic full court drive by Caleb Moultrie. A beautiful layup. Not enough for a foul, but threw a little bit of contact there too on his left arm.
Quick 4-0 run by Maranatha. Marr for 3, in and out, no good. Ball batted around. Five minutes to go. Fans want a defensive stop. 5 minutes to go. 5-point lead for Emmaus. Nice drive. Now, I will say he got hit 3 times on his way to the basket. No foul was called. Out of bounds will be Eagle basketball. We'll take it.
Yeah, honestly surprised to not see the Maranatha coach upset or complaining after that one. If I was coaching, I probably would be.
Eagle basketball, 4:45 to go in the game. Work their offense. Tough pass, couldn't be controlled by Ty Buckner. Maranatha looks to set their offense. Drive to the basket is good for Josh Davis. Lead is cut to 3. It was 9 points a minute ago. 6-0 run by Maranatha. Timeout called by Emmaus. 4:04 to go. Eagles up by 3. 21 on the shot clock. Coach Parker wants to make sure they get a good offensive set.
Justice McCown didn't look happy with the timeout, but I think the ref blew his whistle late. I think Coach Parker called the timeout before Justice McCown even had the ball in his hands. But he did not look happy. I think he had a nice little drive to the hoop there, and whistle gets blown for a timeout while he's almost all the way there.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, but I can understand why the frustration, but I don't think it was Coach Parker's fault. I think the timeout was called a little bit earlier.
Right. So Eagles have been outscored 23-18 in the second half. 8-point halftime lead is down to 3, and it was just a 60-51 lead just a few minutes ago. Emmaus shooting 44% from the field, 3 of 7 for 3, 15 of 19 from the line. Maranatha 42% from the field, 2 of 8 from 3, 7 of 10 from the line. Leading scorers for Maranatha, Josh Davis 15, Malachi Herbster with 12, Caleb Moultrie with 11 for the Eagles, Ty Buckner 22, Mitchell Marr with 14, and Quan Patterson with 9. It'll be Eagle basketball with 21 seconds on the shot clock. Let's see what Coach Parker drew up coming out of that timeout. Inbound to the Patterson. Buckner takes his spot at the foul line, sets a pick. Marr comes across. 10 on the shot clock. Buckner down low, back out. Anderson for three. No good, back iron. Rebound by Maranatha. Good look, got a good look at the three, just didn't fall. Band chant defense here at the Pollard Fieldhouse. 3.5 to go. Herbster with it on the baseline, back out. 10 on the shot clock. Oh, that's a walk. Yes, the ref seat. Spinning down the lane. Shot clock was down to 5, trying to make something happen. Good defensive set there by the Eagles.
Just a little bit out of control. Just a little bit out of control.
But that's what happens when you get down to single digits on the shot clock. You got to do something, and usually it doesn't turn out well.
You're right. Well, over 3 minutes left to go. Emmaus really needs to start running their offense well and getting some good looks at the rim. Every once in a while, Tyrus will force one of those shots down low that you think, hey, he's that big, he's that gifted. Should he not take this? And I don't know. Curious to hear what Coach Parker would think about that shot.
Nice pass. Caleb Moultrie was found down low, got his man in the air, stepped under for an easy basket. Eagle lead down to 1, 2:43 to go in the game. Marr for three. Too strong. McCohen with the rebound, but taken away by Maranatha. Good job by Anderson to follow his guy down the line, get his hand in the lane, called out of bounds. It'll be Eagle basketball. Landon Jacobus comes back in with the 4 fouls after a long time on the bench. 2:19 to go. Eagles clinging to a 1-point lead. Maranatha extending the defense. Almost a travel. Anderson for three is good. And a foul on Maranatha. They plowed over. Landon Jacobus had his feet set, took the foul. It counts. Marr with the three.
I believe that's going to result in a three-point shot. It was Dylan Anderson, not Marr. 3 points for Dylan Anderson. And then somebody's going to the line to shoot.
I think Jacobus will go to the line to shoot 1-and-1. Or no, they called the foul on the shot. So Anderson with a chance to make a 4-point play. No, Jacobus was fouled. I think he's going to take the free throws, yes.
Jacobus is holding his arm before he steps up to the line here.
It'll be a 1-and-1, a chance for a 5-point trip if he can make these free throws. Jacobus shoots 68% from the line. Big first free throw is good.
Now, as he steps up, and as he steps up for the shot, got to watch the hair flip that he gives. It's beautiful. Here it comes. There it is.
There you go. Landon makes both 2 big free throws. A 5-point trip pushes the lead to 6 points with 1:55 to go. Timeout by Maranatha. Full timeout. We'll keep it right here.
One of the most rare things in basketball there. That was a 5-point possession for Emmaus. That Emmaus walked down the court only up by 1 point, run a good offensive set, and it managed to get 5 points out of it, putting them up by 6 with just under 2 minutes left to go in this game.
Anderson took the pass for an open three, hit the three, but while I guess they were battling for position or something, the Maranatha player ran over Landon Jacobus to the floor. and then converted both ends of the 1-and-1. Just a reminder, after the game, the Concerning Him podcast will be seen in its entirety, except on the West Coast, where it'll be seen at its regular time. Remember, Concerning Him immediately following the game.
If you're interested about Concerning Him, visit concerninghim.com. What you are seeing now is not what you will be seeing in a week. We have a new website coming to concerninghim.com. Featuring lots of sermons from your Emmaus Bible College faculty, staff, students, and friends.
That's concerninghim.com. That's our podcast, available wherever you consume your podcast. Spotify, Apple.
Absolutely. Stitcher, all of those things. Yep. And if you're looking for articles to read, Concerning Him's your place to go. If you're looking for sermons to listen to, Concerning Him's your place to go. If you're tired of my voice, don't go there.
We don't have a Twitch channel, do we?
We don't.
Okay.
But I have a mic set up in my office for when I record podcasts over Zoom, and people tell me it looks like I'm ready to start streaming on Twitch.
1:53 to go. Maranatha with the basketball, down by 6. 3 on its way is good. Good offensive set out of that timeout. 1:42 to go. Eagles up by 3 with the basketball. Full court pressure. Defense extended. Anderson thinks about it. Jacobus drives baseline, brings it back out. Reach-in foul on number 0,
Dylan Woodward.
Jacobus will go to the line to shoot 2. I think it's a double bonus right now. He just made 2 big free throws earlier. He is 2 for 2 from the line this evening. The Hastings, Nebraska native makes his first.
Were you watching for the hair flip that time, Joe? Here it is. Here it comes. There it is.
We need to get him a hair sponsor. Makes both. Lead is back to 5 for the Eagles. Long 3 on the way. No good. Rebound fall for, controlled by Maranatha. 1:14 to go. They're down by 5. Trying to get free. Down low for the layup is good. Malachi Brown lost his man and got free for the basket. 1 minute to go, 3-point game.
Good job by Dylan Anderson not fouling there.
Anderson all the way down low, brings it back out. Looking to run some clock. 20 on the shot clock, 50 on the game clock. Eagles up by 3. Maranatha does not have to foul. I think they're looking for a stop, and then they'll be down by 3. 8 on the shot clock. Marr drives. Stop. Puts it up. No good. 31 to go.
Another interesting no call by these refs tonight.
Maranatha down by 3. Timeout is called. 25.5, 24 on the shot clock. 1.5 second differential. Maranatha calls a full timeout as they're going to probably set up a 3-point shot.
You know, there's an interesting thing. So, 24 seconds on the shot clock, 25.5 left to go in the game clock. So you think if you put up a shot at the end of the buzzer, it doesn't give Emmaus much time. Down 3, do you hold the ball and try to hit this shot and not give Emmaus an opportunity to go up and take the lead? Or are you thinking, hey, let's take the shot now, let's try to get a bucket, give Emmaus a possession, get back down, try to win the game? Different coaches do different things, but Joe, what would you do?
I tried to get the first available good shot you have, whether it's a 2 or a 3. And then if it's a 2, you can foul, and if we don't make free throws, you get it again. On the Emmaus side, do you foul if the shot clock gets down to like 4 or 5? Do you just foul the player, send them to the line to shoot 2, and then they can't tie you at least in that situation?
I could be wrong. Coach Philip Parker strikes me as too much of a basketball purist to want to pull a move like that.
So top shooters for 3. Cox is 1 for 1, 1 for 6 for Davis, 1 for 3 for Caleb Moultrie, but top shooters are Caleb Moultrie shooting 30%, Dylan Woodward shooting 24%, and Braden Cox shoots 30%. So it's a 1 out of 3 chance if they go for a 3. But I always, if I'm on offense and you're behind, I always like the best available shot that presents itself. So here we go. 3-point game, 25.5, 24 on the shot clock. Maranatha inbounds right in front of us. Lose the ball. They don't call over and back. 18 on the shot clock. Bench wanted over and back. They didn't call it.
Whole Emmaus bench shocked not to see the over and back call there.
Blocked by Buckner.
Too big, too strong, Tyrus Buckner.
Marr comes away with the loose ball. He's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
This is Tyrus's gym, and he is just letting you play in it.
The fans and the Emmaus bench wanted an over and back on that one.
Looks like Coach Parker's getting an explanation right now.
I think he just touched it. He never controlled it. You can pass it into the back court on an inbounds.
But I think they were saying
he did touch it, but I think you need to have more control. But I'm not sure on that one.
Still, though, Coach Philip Parker, he's not mad. He's just disappointed.
Marr needs to make at least 1 to make it a 2-possession game. Free throw, no good. Now, Marr is a great 3-point shooter, but only a fair 60% free throw shooter. Marr needs this one to put the Eagles up by 4. I do think Emmaus would almost foul immediately on a rebound here on a miss and just make them shoot 2. No good. Timeout. Marr's very upset with himself missing those 2 free throws. They call timeout, 4.7 seconds left. Let's see what the Eagles do on defense. They got to go 3/4 of the court here on the inbounds.
A full timeout for the Sabercats.
Yeah, it's tough defense. If Maranatha is going up for the 3, I'm sure Coach Parker's reminding him, do not foul. The last thing it's unfortunate if Maranatha ties it in a 3-pointer and you go to overtime, but the last thing you want is for Maranatha to hit the 3, get the and 1, and then have a chance at the line to win the game.
Right,
So
you never want to foul them because they'll get 3 free throws. You want in the act of shooting. What you have to do is, if they inbound in the back court, you can foul them after they take a dribble or 2. If they pass it into the front court for a 3, you'd have to be very savvy on that foul call here.
My guess is Maranatha's going to take the shot as quick as they can, not necessarily wait for the buzzer beater attempt. If they can get a look right off the inbound, they're taking that shot.
Let's see what kind of defense Emmaus comes out. I always like to guard the inbounder in this and make it a little bit difficult for that inbounds pass. Now, Buckner will be down, probably guarding one of their 3-point shooters.
Looks like they're leaving Quan in the backcourt at the moment.
Starting on the court for the Eagles, Patterson, Anderson, Buckner, McCohen, and Jacobus, yes, I could see him there behind somebody. The ball will be inbounded in front of the Emmaus bench. 4.7 seconds to go. All the players for Maranatha is in the backcourt. Coach Parker calls a timeout once he sees what kind of offense they were going to set up, and I think he'll have his strategy now on how he wants to defend.
Again, just thinking through this game, very impressed overall in this game with Maranatha's number 24, Malachi Herbster. Great defender, great offensive player, a good communicator out here in the court. Really impressed with how he's playing, with his mindset. Fun to watch him. It's been his defense the second half that's really stopped Tyrus from being able to go to work down low in the paint.
So Maranatha came out with everybody in the backcourt. That means they're looking to set some kind of pick or screen to get somebody free for a long pass where you're not going to get a layup, but somebody stops short and hits the 3. And then I think Coach Parker for Emmaus is discussing whether if somebody gets the ball inbounds, to just foul them right away and make them go to the line to shoot 2. Now, there's always different thoughts on that. You could you could lose too if you do that. The guy makes one, you miss the second one, the ball gets batted around, some guy grabs it and shoots a three at the buzzer. That happens too.
It's pretty rare. It's a tough play to make, but it does happen.
But we'll see what Coach Parker's philosophy is. Some coaches are, let them take the three. The worst case scenario is overtime. Everybody in the backcourt. Buckner comes back to play the safety position here. Long comes in, and they do foul him. 3.5 on the clock.
Looks like it's a
1-1. It is a 1-1. Seth Catula going to check in now for rebounding. Anderson goes out. So we get a bit insight into Coach Parker's philosophy on this end of game situation.
Looks like good news comes in as well
for rebound.
Rebounding opportunity.
Caleb is 3 for 4 from the line tonight. He's 78% free throw shooter. Makes the first. Let's see if he misses the second on purpose here.
Coach, it looks like
I think
he
don't
cannot
cross the line.
until
So
the ball touches the rim.
He's looking for. He goes off center. He puts the line drive. He gets it. Eagles still got to get the ball in bounds with 3.5 seconds left. McCowan's fouled right away. 2.8. He almost dragged his foot. Now McCowan goes to the line. He shoots 75%, but he's 1 for 2 tonight.
I'd like to see him just bring his shooting up to average by hitting 2 of 2.
Need to make both of these. 2.8, still a lot of time for a long pass and a shot.
Looks like both teams are out of timeouts.
Front rim, backboard, back rim, good for McCowan. See if the
Maranatha bring 21 into the backcourt. Looks like he's a good shooter. He's fearless under pressure.
He makes both. Let's see if they foul again. I guess they're not out of timeouts.
I was just listening to the scoreboard, but they're listening to the book. The book's always more accurate than the scoreboard.
30-second timeout. Coaching staff on Emmaus is discussing again, do they do the same play where they foul right away? Now, this time, 2.8 seconds left. You got time for an inbound pass, 2 dribbles, and a shot. Now, once they do that, once he starts dribbling and gets into shooting mode, you don't want to foul.
Yep. Yeah, that, they tried it on the last one. As soon as you feel that arm, sometimes the guys will throw it up, and if they're anticipating the contact, they might throw that shot up early, and even though they might be behind the half-court line, still get 3 free throws because it's technically considered a shooting foul.
Now, Maranatha can run the baseline on this inbounds pass. Everybody again in the front court. Two Emmaus players down the far end. Let's see what they do. They get it inbounds. Oh, nope, they don't. Now they go for a long pass. That faked out our clock operator. 2.8. What you can do on an out of bounds after basket, you can pass it out of bounds, and that's what they did, and they started the clock as soon as they saw that pass. It is tricky from a low vantage point to see where he is.
And that's why the operator is actually supposed to be watching the ref's hand drop and not making their own call about when the ball goes in bounds. They're supposed to be watching the ref's hand drop. That being said, that is very difficult to do.
Well, Emmaus got a peek at what they want to do. Now they do a different one. 3 on the way. No good.
Hey, that was for 2.8 seconds. That was a great look. Maranatha should be happy with how they played that second half, but ultimately Emmaus comes away with the win today.
Tough fought win. Eagles win 69-66. Maranatha got a great look in. They did a long pass. 2.8 is too soon. Too little time to foul on something like that. They got off the shot. It didn't go, and the Eagles escape with the 3-point win.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some good takeaways that Emmaus has from this game going into regionals. There's also some areas in which they struggled. watching this game film will be good for this coaching staff to plan for regionals. Maranatha's example of a team maybe on the easier end that they will see next week with much more challenging competition in games coming.
Teams pause for prayer. Just a reminder, we'll be back on Wednesday, March 3rd at 6:45 p.m. for the men's. Women's game is still time to be determined, but we'll have both those games here on the Emmaus Sports broadcast.
Along with lots of other games live streamed, but if Emmaus isn't playing, we probably will not have any commentary.
No, our plan for the tournament, we will announce every Emmaus games along with the championship game for both the men and the women. Well, that wraps it up here at the Pollard Fieldhouse. Your final score, Emmaus 69, Maranatha 66. Thanks for joining.